company like NIO. NIO right now is the largest electric vehicle maker based in China. So right now we have Tesla, which does a lot of business in China. They are delivering significantly more vehicles than any of their competitors. But NIO is the number 2 EV company in China right now. They delivered 7,225 vehicles in January 2021, increased over 352% year over year in the number of deliveries, and their cumulative deliveries for their 3 different models, ES8, ES6, EC6 models, reached 82,866 models. So they're closing in on that 100,000 vehicle delivery mark, and they have been a pioneer in this space. Right now, they have close to $100 billion market cap, and these were good numbers for them. They delivered less vehicles in December of 2020, so we're seeing that consistent increase, not only year over year, but month over month, quarter over quarter. I think we're yet to see NIO deliver less vehicles in a consecutive time period, after a consecutive time period when they announced these deliveries. NIO right now, what I really like about their company is their battery swapping stations and their battery as a service model. So right now, if you own a NIO car, when you buy it, they're having a lot more people who buy the vehicles with this subscription model. The way it works is that when you buy a NIO vehicle, you don't buy it with a battery, so it's less money, and essentially you have the car and then you rent the battery from them. You pay a monthly subscription to have a battery, so when NIO comes out with newer or long-range batteries, they can just pop that into place. It's just like in a little toy car, basically. You just pop the battery in, you could get a longer battery, and that is what I really like about NIO. It generates recurring revenue for the business, and also their battery swapping stations. They're essentially just like gas stations. They have them all over China right now. They have hundreds of these stations, and people can just go into the station when they're out of battery. It takes less than 5 minutes, and they pop a new battery into place. What is really exciting about that, though, is that now when people buy these cars with the battery as a service model, they don't have an option, at least anything they've publicized or published recently, where if you get that battery as a service model, where then you could change it and you could just buy the battery outright. So anyone who buys a NIO car with this battery as a subscription service, they're basically going to be paying recurring revenue to NIO for years and years to come, and they have no announcements of where customers could just buy the battery outright if they first did the battery as a service. So I think that's pretty important. Every single time a person buys a car and they do the battery as a service model, it's about $125 around there. I don't remember the exact number, but $125 per month for the battery, and that's never going to be going away for NIO. And as more and more people start to use this service, it's going to mean more recurring revenue, guaranteed revenue for the company. And as an investor, that is what you like to see, guaranteed recurring revenue for the business. On top of this, they also recently announced their autonomous driving as a service platform. So that is letting customers have full access to autonomous driving and other technologies in the car. That is another system and another software that they are charging a monthly subscription for. So they're approaching it very different than Tesla. Tesla doesn't have any of these recurring revenue services, but with NIO, they are offering a lot of recurring revenue services, and I think this could be what really helps them, pushes them to being a leading player, dominant player in the Chinese market in the future, is having all of these charging stations, battery swapping stations, and right now, NIO is seen as a very desirable car in China. Chinese consumers want a NIO car. It is like a luxury brand almost. People like the designs. And most people right now in China are looking at NIO. If they're looking at an electric car as an option, they're seeing this as a very good option incomparable to Tesla.